Guys, today's tutorial we're going to change this banana into this beautiful image splash. What we're going to do is get the image here and we're going to go to select subject, and hopefully they'll just pick up the banana, which has done a good job. Now make sure we got the layer selected there and we hit the mask tool, and there we go. Straight away it's already got us what we want. Now around these edges, just use the paintbrush tool. Make sure you get a nice decent size, not too hard. Don't forget black. Make sure we got the mask layer selected there, and we can just paint as we go. Now don't forget black actually reveals and white conceals. So if we type white, see, it comes back. So we don't want that, we want black. So you get the black. And the good thing with masks like this, if you make a mistake, you can always just go back to it no matter what. You can do something like, 50 different strokes and things with the paintbrush tool and everything else, and you don't have to keep on going, edit, undo, 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 undo. You can just go straight into the actual mask itself here and just start doing that. Start going into the white or the black. Now I'm holding down the R key here when I'm doing this and rotating the image. I'm just making this a nice transition here, nice and clean as I'm going around the whole entire image. And rotate with the R key. And because we're dealing with something that's natural, like a fruit, living object, it's not going to be precise, like, perfect edges and stuff like that. So we're not going to have this, and we're going to have all these bits and pieces of, dirt or granite or whatever it is, or we're going to have lots of stuff all over it. So I'm just holding down the R key, moving the cursor at the same time as I'm just going around the image. That's a nice little technique. So it's done quite a good job masking it, so that I'm pretty happy with that. So just stick it around so we can get a nice, oops, a bit too much. Hold down the command key and Z, go back, and there we go. Okay, zoom out and we should be right with what we want. That's great. Hold down the R key and I'm just going to move it back into position. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to rasterize this image. So I'm going to go to right click the layer, go down to convert to smart object, and right click it again and rasterize the layer. Now I can do whatever I want with this now, and it's going to do a really good job. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it on the side a bit. So I'm going to have a splashed effect coming out here type of thing. So turn it on the side a bit. Now the best thing I should be doing here, because the shadow is up here. Usually we'd have the shadow on the bottom, so we turn the image upside down. We're just going to leave it like that at this stage, just for illustration purposes. Now I've just downloaded this from PNG files. Select all, copy, and paste it. I'm just going to change the direction of it. Edit, transform, flip horizontally. Now while I've got it in the transformation box, it's still up there, I can just drag and drop from one of the corners. That'll change the image dramatically. And as you can see on the corners there, you can turn it to the left or right on an angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to line that up with the banana. So I'm just going to go again, just get that so that that part there is really lining up with the banana. Right, now a little bit bigger. That should do it. Don't worry about looking fuzzy, but as soon as you let go of the transformation, it's fine. Now to make all this all go this way, you can do liquefying, all that type of stuff, but I prefer to use the transform warp tool and just take any of the corners what you want. It's like puppet warp. You can do whatever you want with this. It's really, really good. Click anywhere in the image here and you really get yourself a really good blurring effect going on here. Anything like that. I want it to all come out this way. That one going down like that. That's looking good. So I want it to get it so it's flowing through. So this section here, even if I do this, the whole part of that section is going to go. So I'm going to have to select just that area. Select. And I'll just select that area itself like that. I might even just use the liquify tool for this. But anyway, let's see how we go with the transform warp tool. And we'll just move down a bit. No, that's not going to work because it's already moving all that. So I'm going to hit the Z button, go back. Up to liquify, filter, liquify. Now with Photoshop 2019, we've always got the background, it's being displayed as well, which is a good thing. I'm just going to walk this down a bit like this, move this over a bit more. Just trying to make it more natural, natural flow from the actual banana. And this one down the bottom here, I'm just going to drag it forward a bit more. That looks good. That looks great. Now, I'm just going to duplicate this layer. Right click it, duplicate. Okay. I'm just going to flip it. Edit, transform, flip vertically. It looks pretty horrible. I'm just going to use the transformation tool here again. Now I'm just going to match that up there. So we've got a little bit more going on, so to speak. It's not just by itself doing nothing. Hold down the Shift key just to bring it back in. Just trying to make it so that it looks a bit more natural, the whole thing. So if I take that out, there's not much there. Put it back in, it's quite a good detail. So because it's over the top here, and I don't want that, so I'm going to drag it and drop it underneath the other one. That looks better. Turn it off, turn it back on, turn this one off, turn it back on. I'm just looking at here, there's a little tiny piece there. So I'm just going to use the arrow key just to put it up a bit. That looks good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to group these two together. So I'll hold down the Shift key, click and click both of them. And while I've still got the Shift key down, I press G. The Command key, sorry, and G. And there you go, group one. Now I'm going to rasterize that group, so we're going to right click it, convert to smart object. Because I want to change the color on this. Right click it again, rasterize the image. Alright, so far that's what we've got. We've got the banana looking like that. Looks a little bit weird. The trick is we're going to change the color of the red in here. So we're going to go right to the bottom of the layers here. Click on that third one from the left, and go down to hue saturation. When you got the hue and saturation window coming up, like this one, on the bottom here you've got this little box. Click on that, and that means basically we're just going to work on this layer. If we don't click on it, it's going to change the color of the background layer as well. So the little hand up the top here, it samples the color that you're going to be working with. So click on that, it's got the red. And the top one, we start changing it and look at the color change. So we don't want to go too far. We'll make it a nice yellow color. A goldish yellow, that'll do. Lightness, we might take it up a bit. Saturation, just down a little bit, not too much. Go too high, it just looks too glossy. Okay, so that's good. So we're just going to hold down the Command key and group and hue and G. And we're going to do that again. We're going to right click that, convert to smart object, right click it, rasterize. Right, now we can do some more changes on that one. Mode, adjustments, color balance. Now we go a bit more yellow if we want, a bit more red. We'll put a bit more red in there. That looks good. If we go to green, that's too dull. That's what we don't want. We're just going to go to adjustments, levels. brightness. And we take the brightness down a little bit, not too much. Just about there. Contrast. You just got to play around with these things a bit. All right, and now image adjustments. We go to exposure or vibrance would be better. Saturation, take it down a bit, and see it goes to a bit more of a dull look to it. Well, the actual thing there is the actual dull look anyway. So that's good. That's what we want. Like that. Right, now image adjustments and levels. We're just going to go to the middle here, change it to about to there. Should be alright. Do the same with the other layer. Image adjustments levels. And we're going to take that one down too, to about to there. So what we're doing, we're matching it all up. Now, back to the top one. We're going to get some levels. Bring that down like that. And the same with the bottom one. Levels. Bring that down to about there, like that. Right, so it's kind of blending in, so to speak. Now, I'm just going to mask this. Get your paintbrush tool, make sure you've got black selected, nice decent size. You just start drawing in there, make it a bit bigger. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to blend these two in a bit more here. And just don't want to go too far into too much detail. And if you want to see what the background is like, you just go to the opacity and change the layer opacity. So there we are, there's the banana there. So that's all good. So I'm just going to group that, I'm going to convert that to a smart object and rasterize it. Now with here, we've got the burn tool, dodge tool, or the burn tool. The dodge tool makes it brighter. So I'm just going to play around with this part here, just to match it up with the rest of this here. Now, I've gone a bit too bright there, so I'm just going to go back a bit. Don't want to go too bright, it's not going to match up. That should do. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on both, Command, click both of them and hit G. And now I'm just going to go right click, convert the smart object, right click, rasterize layer. Now I'm going to get the what they call the patch tool. And I'm just going to select around this area here. I'm just going to drag and drop it, and what it's doing, it's blurring both ends together. Very slowly, very carefully, not going too close to the edges. Because when you go close to the edges, it takes on whatever the other side of the edge is, which in regards here, there is no edge. So very slowly, I'm just really blending in as much as I can here. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more so you see what I'm doing. And here I've got the white against the dark. So I'm just going to go around that. I'm going to go to the dark just to blur that in. Just blending it, that's all it's really doing here. Yeah, it's looking good. Everything else is looking good. Just going to go around here, do the same thing. There, the same thing. Down here, I want to get rid of that black part because that's the natural part of the actual banana. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. And that part there, just to blend it over, the best thing to do with something like that, because it's quite blurry. I actually only use the smudge tool. Nice decent size. I'm just going to smudge it across like that. That'll do. The whole idea of this is that it's actually splurted out. Alright, so that's looking good. Now, I'm going to go up to Image, Adjustments and Levels. Remember before we went to the left, now we're going to go to the right and the top one as well. Now we get a bit more of the realistic approach, what we're looking for here. Now because we've done that, it's going to show up all imperfections. So we've got a couple of imperfections here. It's alright, we're just going straight back to this and we're going to do stuff like that. Pretty straightforward. So we're just about done, guys. Alright. So there we go. It's looking really good. Now I might just go back to hue and saturation. I might just take the saturation up, down, more or less like that. Saturation turn up for illustration purposes, or down to make it more realistic. If we go too far down, it really shows the difference between the high gloss bits and pieces here and the original banana. I don't want to show that. I want to have it so that both of them are quite glossy. It's not overdoing it. Don't go too dark. Don't go too light. I want to have it in between there. That looks pretty good. So if we go like this, we've got a goldish coloured banana, which is looking alright. Okay, now if we change the background, just say for instance we get the background and we put it underneath there so it really shows out. Yeah, we're going to change, put a bit of a shadow in the bottom of it as well. So we're going to go to a new layer, put the layer on the bottom. Might just select a blue colour at this stage. So we go up to the top one, the image that we're working with. We're going to right click that and duplicate the layer. Okay. Going to hold down the Shift, Command and U to convert it to a grayscale. Just this one. So if we take it off, it's still there, the background there. Image, Adjustments and Levels. Take the left slider, take it all the way up to the top, and you've got black. Hold down the Shift key and bring it down in size to about something like that. Let go. Now just use the cursor, just bring it down a little bit to something like there. That's what we want. Now what we're going to do, we're going to drag that underneath the colored one. See, we've already got ourselves a bit of a shadow happening there. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, to a nice decent size. And then we go up to the opacity and drop that down to about 40-50%, something like that. So now we've got ourselves a bit of a shadow as well. Now if we want to change that to make it a little bit more realistic, because see here it's just not really showing too much. Go to Edit, Transform and Warp. Now we can warp this and make it look like that. So we've got that coming out there. We can make these come down a bit. Kind of looking more realistic. That looks good. Alright guys, that is better than what we had. Thanks for watching.